Hello and welcome to Cable Plus Property, your #1 online educative platform on all issues related to land and landed property. My name is Oiza. At Cable Plus Property, our aim is to ensure that all Nigerians and non-Nigerians have at the tip of their finger every information related to land acquisition, land procurement, building construction, planning, documentation and registration of land and landed property. We provide you with everything you need to know about getting your property registered and obtaining your planning permit. In this video, I'll be speaking with a veteran, someone you call a learned professional, a past president of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, no other than Town Planner Dr. Olubumi Ajayi. Come with me. Okay, continuing, sir. Due to rapid development, land-owning families always sell available land for residential development, for someone who wants to build for residential purposes. So what does this portend for a balanced and sustainable physical and economic development?
Is it their fault?
Well...
No. You see, you don't have a master plan for... You see, the moment you don't plan an area, you have not told anybody this is residential, this is industrial, this is this. Then, he now goes ahead, divide the thing and sell to people who want to buy. And that's saying it's their fault. It's not their fault. They are right.
Then it's whose fault?
It's government fault. Government is supposed... You see, there's something about all these things. There is a power, legal power, that is called the power of eminent domain. And it's government that owns that power of eminent domain. And what does power of eminent domain mean? It means that government can take your property. The only condition is that it must pay you compensation. Okay? So, and government is the only person that has that power. Individuals, no matter the amount of money you have, you cannot say, I have money, I want to do the master plan for Metropolitan Lagos. No. That money you will give it to Lagos State government. The Lagos State government can do it. So it's government that can do it. That's why I'm saying government is at fault. Because once you don't have a guide, they have their land, you don't have a master plan for it. Thank God for a place like Lagos, who makes provision that they can prepare layout and bring it. Okay? Now, and thank God that Lagos still has for some areas, most part of Lagos now have a master plan to guide it. So that family is supposed to go and look at their land within the context of the master plan. What does the master plan say for their land? If, for example, their land is industrial, they cannot go ahead and start making industrial. But when you don't tell them what it is for, so what would they say the land in Osogbo is, and they don't have a master plan? What would we say it is in Ado-Ekiti? What would we say? No single time in the whole of Ekiti, no single time in Ogun State, no single time in Ondo has master plans. What are we talking about? And we are the most urbanized part of Black Africa. And still, those of us who are the most highly urbanized part of Black Africa are the most unorganized.
So they have the choice to sell it for whatever purpose?
They want their money in their pocket, and the person who wants to buy that, they sell to. Because you have not guided them.
But how does this affect physical and economic development?
Oh my God.
How does it affect
how much of destruction have you noticed in this country? A government will come and start demolishing people's houses anyhow. A people that they did not guide
from the start.
From the start. They already built their houses. Then government will now come with their big stick and say they are government and start demolishing. Or what do they ever think of that amount of money and the hope? Some of them, that's the only thing they are waiting for in life. And that's the only thing they intend to hand over to their children. You just destroy their present, you destroy their future, you destroy their hope. Because you are government. When in natural fact is the one that should have sued you in the first place, that didn't guide me to build it where I built. And you're now coming to say I built in the wrong place. Where is the right place you asked me to build in the first instance?
Okay, regional cooperation in the area of physical planning is completely dead, especially in the southwest. How can it be promoted?
Has it ever lived? No, because when you say it's dead, then you're assuming that it has ever lived.
It lived.
When? I want to know when it lived. Why don't something is dead if it has never lived?
So it's never existed at all?
Tell me. I'd like to know.
Sir, you're the professional town planner here.
Tell me which states have done joint anything together. I don't know it. Years ago, there was suggestion that Lagos Ogun on the Sango Water axis, late Joseph Ogbumi, God bless his soul, wrote the paper to the Lagos state government that the way Lagos is growing into water. That there should be a boundary, joint Lagos-Ogun boundary something. Did they do it? No. Fortunately for me, in 2001, I served on the Presidential Committee on Housing and Urban Development. One of our major recommendations is the Lagos-Ogun Joint Commission. All the things were sorted out. The commission was set up, and Professor Maboguje was made the chairman of the commission. All because a commissioner from Lagos State, out of, an ambition that I don't know what adjective to qualify with. Who are you? I cannot be sitting with that commissioner and will say we'll be chairman of a committee where I am, of a professional committee. You now said because Lagos is the senior partner, you have to be the chairman of that committee. And Professor Maboguje quietly left. And that was the end of the commission. When you started it, you didn't know I have something that touchy in my heart. And that's why I say I still never lived. The one that was good, that was supposed to leave, they didn't even allow it to see the light of day at the end of the day, because the argument was we are going to use that. It's part of the recommendation of the Presidential Committee. Peter Odili led Presidential Committee in 2001. Now, is that when we do the Lagos one, we're going to look at the Kano one, we're going to look at the Port Harcourt one. We have already built the political acceptability of that proposal into it. And thank God it was President Obasanjo who understood what we were talking about. President Obasanjo acceded to it, then set up the commission and made Maboguje, who was the chairman. When we are talking about urbanization in Nigeria, which Maboguje is talking and one rat is saying because he's commissioner in Lagos State, therefore he must be chairman above Maboguje. That's why I say I don't know how to qualify that ambition. But that's what happened. And Maboguje, why would he be contesting with a boy that when we were undergraduate, the guy was in secondary school. Or because somebody appointed you as a commissioner, and now say they must put you above Maboguje.
Do you think it can be revived?
It can. I'm an incorrigible optimist. I don't give up on anything that is not possible. It can be revived. But I think they are talking about it now. Let me be honest with you. Lagos and Ogun seems to be talking about it now, especially that they have they've been governed by the same political party. They've been talking about it, I know lately, but whether they are moving as fast as they should, I don't know. Because today, about 7 local governments in Ogun, Lagos people coming to work in Lagos are living there. Whether you go in the direction of Ikorodu, whether you go in the direction of Ekwara, you go in the direction of Sangwater. 7 local governments in Ogun State. The people are going from there to work in Lagos. They are drinking Lagos water. They are doing everything.
As a famous personality in the planning profession, sir, how do you think town planners can be of help in preventing and managing disasters of various kinds?
They cost it in the first instance, so they should go and manage it.
Man-made.
They cost it. They cost it because it's not planned. You see, when you talk, for example, when you talk about flooding, I'll just give you a few examples. Now, what's flooding all about? Well, the flood you see. In the first place, has town planners ensured that all the river courses are studied and adequate setbacks to river bodies are maintained? Have they? So a lot of the flooding you have are in waterlogged areas. It's not that the places were not waterlogged before. But because you didn't plan it, you allow people to go and build there. So where the water comes, then because you didn't plan some of these places, you see, water is an interesting phenomenon. Water has no hand, it has no leg, it has no teeth, but you cannot stop him from going. You find his route. The moment you don't have a plan that shows where water should go, water will go
anywhere
and mess up everywhere. Once, if you as a town planner does not have the layout, the engineer will not know where to put the drainage for water to go. You can see that it is the town planner that created the problem because it didn't have a layout which the engineer can now use to guide the water to grow. So at the end of the day, when you come to it, it is their fault. When you come to fire, you see, the moment they allow houses to be built too closely together, it's little wire now. It goes. So you can continue. Look at all these disasters. The town planners are largely responsible.
So the deed has been done.
Yes.
You know, like they say, what then can be done to help the situation?
Who are we
The
to help
town planners.
the town planners? You have to rewire the town planners. You have to rewire them. I'm saying it on television. The moment town planners start thinking positively, the cities will become good.
Problem solving. They start having
Yes,
problem
they
solving.
have a problem-solving mentality. They themselves will now write memo to their governors. You know the interesting thing about town planners in government? A governor will come. When the governor comes, the governor will now create them the impression, okay, I want some land, especially during the military. Those was the one I'm always amused about. They come and say, the general that helped me to get on the Supreme League Council or to become this governor, I need some land for them. Some people who helped me to be nominated as a governor. You know, instead of these town planners telling them, let us create another GRA. No. The open space inside the existing GRA, they would, by the following morning, they have cut open space within the GRA, and the land is ready for the governor to allocate. Oh my God. Well, you should have told that governor that, sir, maybe we should start another GRA, and so that we can be able to accommodate all these things you need. No. The open space, the town planners in government sees public open spaces as land bank, which they go to, revert to at any time. You know. Victoria Island was about 45% public open space when it was designed. Today, there's no single open space in Victoria Island. What they call Parkview today, there was used to be one beautiful Koyi Park there when we were boys. They cut it into pieces, and they call it Parkview Estate. Tell me another thing. Oh, yeah.
It was great talking to you, sir.
I mean, I warned you when you started.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time, sir. But before we round up, we'd like you to say
Before
something.
you round up.
Yes, we'd like you to say something about this Cable Plus property endeavor.
No. I think I said in the course of what my speech I did say it. Let me say, honestly, I appreciate it. Honestly, from the depth of my heart. Because it's something that I've been looking forward to, that some people somewhere must, rise up. I just hope there will be a compliment. Somebody somewhere, the Holy Spirit will minister to him. He will decide that we are going to go to court. You see, it is when we go to court that these things will be clearer to the public. All this rascality that the town planners are doing, then the public will now know that they are just rascalities, they are illegal. And they will now be ready to take town planners to court. But don't let me divert. I appreciate what people are doing. You have my endorsement. Anywhere, quote me. And you have my support in any form. Once it's not illegal. Because I'm not an illegal person. Even if you want me to meet, if you want to meet anybody and you think you don't have access to the glory of God, I have a name, I have a reputation, and very few places I cannot access. Okay, so if you need access, or even if you want to talk about a subject and you want me to know specialists who could talk about that subject, because of my involvement as president of all the professional bodies in Nigeria, I have people across all professions that I know. And people, even if I don't know the direct person, I can always know somebody to talk to say, oh, I want a very bright guy who can talk about this matter in your profession. And then, because it's me, they will quickly send me the report within the next 2 hours, 3 hours. I will have the nomination in my hand. So things like that, I'll be available for you any day. Honestly, I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's my pleasure.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
I hope I have not upset you.
Not at all.
And I know I've upset the town planners, but they are used to me now. They know that's Bome Ajayi for them. I've not done anything strange to the town planners. This is the expectation from me.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you so much for watching. That was an insightful session with Town Planner Dr. Olubunmi Ajayi. I trust that you have learned a lot because I have as well. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Cable Plus Property. Also, do like our Facebook page at Cable Plus Property. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends and colleagues. My name is Oiza, and this is Cable Plus Property.